Dynamic 3i database consolidation allows the system to actually have be segregated in complete and separate database entities within different locations, and then allow that database to be consolidated into another database so that information can be extracted. An example would be one entity operating in one location, one halfway across the country, and another one operating either in a different country or completely separate location, each in its own database, not being hampered by larger databases. And then at one point, by virtue of definition in Dynamic 3i, have the two databases meld together so that information can be extracted, say, for sales information or for general ledger information. And how we do that is defining two Dynamic 3i database links and then the database consolidation. Database links is something that would actually be done by the system administrator. And basically all it's doing is telling the system, here are the different databases that I have out in my network on my system that I want to establish. So it's a sort of a roadmap and a definition of how many separate databases there are, and we set up a link name, and it goes out on the Oracle network and the username to connect to that, and it actually has a sequence number. And what that allows Dynamic 3i to do is when we actually do database consolidation, there could be a requirement that certain databases consolidate into another database, and then there's a daisy chain effect, and those consolidations must be done first. So we actually allow Dynamic 3i to set up a sequence and have one database consolidated into another database prior to any other consolidation occurring on that database. So we sort of go in a one-step, two-step, three-step scenario. Once those database links are set on the system, the next step is to actually run the database consolidation. And what that does is now allow me to pick and choose the tables and the data, as well as pick and choose the database that I want to consolidate. So I can either consolidate all of the links that have been defined and bring them into one database, or only a select few. And this system here will actually come in sequence order as to what they're going to be defined on that sequence that I was telling you about. And the tables, now I can select either all of them, which is the default, or actually just take the sales information, if that's the only thing that I wanted to consolidate up to my database, and then report on that. Or if I just wanted to consolidate the general ledger. So I can simply just take the ones that I want away or don't want away, and then actually just highlight the ones that I want. What the system will do upon execution of this application is it will read this database link here, and it will read the fact that I want to consolidate, and it will go out and get all of these tables and information from the one database and consolidate them into the other database according to that sequence of events that we have on the database consolidation. And this allows Dynamic 3i now to get a global picture of, say, sales that are operating in one area that are totally separate within their own database, and rolling them at the database level into another database for information, and then taking a look at all that, say, globally for the two operations that I have going across those two databases that are separate. Very powerful consolidation level at the database in order to get all the customer information, all the inventory information, all the general ledger information, all of the forecasts and sales from one database completely into another database.